everyone, I'm Gurpreet Kaur from Apagen Solutions Private Limited, handling all day-to-day pre-sales activities. Today, I'm going to give the demonstration on OpenERP. OpenERP is an open-source integrated enterprise resource planning system. It caters a lot of industries like manufacturing, IT, services, and many more. This is the login page of OpenERP. Here, in these text boxes, you have to enter the username and password. OpenERP comprises of various managerial applications like sales, project, accounting, purchase, warehouse, manufacturing, human resources, and many more. Let's start with the HR, that is human resources demonstration today. The first menu tab under the human resources is the employee. The view you are right now viewing is the Kanban view of employees. You can view the other views also from these tabs, and the other views you can view are the list view and the form view. You can even add the filter if you want to view or saturate some particular results only by entering that choices in this text boxes. You can select the filters from here. Even you can generate your own filters by clicking custom filters over here. Now let me show you how to create the employees. For creating the employees, just click the create button. All the purple fields in the OpenERP is considered as the mandatory fields. So this is the mandatory field. Enter the name of the employee in this text box. You can even add the picture for the particular employee by just clicking over here and copy the image into this. You can also add the tags of that particular contact or name, that is employee. There are many contacts given in the drop down. You can create your own contact also directly from here. Even you can enter more than one tags. The first menu tab under the employees is the public information. Here you have to enter the working address of that. If he is working in OpenERP, check the OpenERP or select any other company where the particular contact is right now working or employee is working. So you can select from this drop down, or even you can create and add it directly from this choice. In this text box, enter the email of that person. Enter the working phone, its mobile number, in this text box, the office location, the related user, that he is an administrator, demo user or demo portal user. You can even create the related user by just clicking the create and edit. Related user is used in the cases of assigning the access rights to particular employees. So in that cases, there is a need to set the related user for that contact or employee. Next is the visibility of this employee. If you want to keep him public or private, select from this text boxes. Even you want to write any public notes, enter that public notes in this text box, any information regarding this particular employee or portal. Here is the position heading, so you have to enter all the position details that a employee is currently handling in your company. The first is the department. Select the department in which this particular employee is working directly from here in these from this choices, or you can even create by clicking just create and add it. Select the job that particular person is doing. Select anyone. Select the manager that who is the manager of that particular person. Like in this case, who is the manager of Mr. Francis, who is to whom the Mr. Francis will be reporting. So you can select the manager from here. Even you can add the coach from the drop down. Coach here means the person who is training to this particular person. So you can add any coach for that particular person. If you want to edit or add any other information related to this particular employee, you can also add this in this text box. Now next tab is the personal information. Here you have to enter his nationality, from where he is, identification number, if you have provided your company's any particular ID, or the passport number for that, bank account number, other ID details, and the status of that particular person, his gender, his marital status, and here you can add under the contact information his home address and the date of birth of that particular person. After filling all the personal information, there is another choice, that is HR settings. In HR settings, you have the first tab, the leaves, and here you can add the remaining leaves that you have assigned to that particular employee. So you can by default it is 0, you can edit any. Next is the appraisals. If you have any appraisal plan related to this particular person, that you will provide him appraisal after 6 months or anything, so you can add create any appraisal plan and select it in this text box, and the appraisal date, next from which date this appraisal plan will be done. Next is the timesheet, what product he is providing to you. If he is doing any on-site assistance, select on-site assistance, on-site monitoring, what is the services he is providing to you, select that product in this product drop down. And analytic journal is the timesheet which the company will provide a particular person, where he won't have to add his task done in the particular time duration, and here attendance will be also maintained in this timesheet journal. So select the analytical journal which you want to provide it to that particular person. The various journals created in the OpenERP. If he is working in the sales department, selects the sales, purchase, and depending on this analytical journal, you will decide his salary or incentive or anything else you want. If right now is in the active state, select the active. This is how you can generate the employees by clicking the create button. Now after filling all the details, just click save, and your contact, that is employee, has been created successfully. You can create the related leaves to with the, leaves related to this particular person directly from this form only by clicking this leave button, and even add the see timesheets by clicking the timesheets button. And if you want to see the appraisal interviews of this person, select the appraisals interview. I will show you how to perform these leaves and timesheets appraisal interviews directly from these timesheets and leaves tab, not from here, but you can perform the same task directly from here also. So I will be telling to you directly from these. Now that is about the how the employees and what tasks you can perform directly the employees from. Now let's move to the recruitment, and the first tab under the recruitment is the applications. The 7 number here signifies that there are 7 applications which are unread. This is the Canvas view, your right now view. They are the 5 predefined stages in the OpenERP standard. You can also add it your own stage or add any new column just by clicking the add a new column. Here add the stage definition. The name of the stage, specific, if it is specific to a particular department, add that, select from the drop down. The status of this particular stage, they are predefined 5 stages given: new, refused, in progress, pending and higher. Let me select in this case in progress, that is it is in progress of being hired, the sequence of this particular stage. And if you want to hide if it is empty, means there is not any application in this particular stage, you can hide it also just by clicking this checkbox. Here you can enter any requirements in this text box which you want to be remembered. After filling all this detail, just click the save button and you can see that this stage has been added successfully by you. This is the Canvas view right now. You are viewing of applications. You can view the other views also from these tabs, that is the list view, form view, graph view and the calendar view. These are all are the applications. This application is basically related to while you are processing any hiring at your company side or hiring any people in your company, like, and there are the various stages while you hire a person, like their interview, their technical rounds, their written rounds. So you can separate these rounds by just adding the column over here and put that particular person in that particular stage. Like in this, David Armstrong is right now in the initial qualification stage. Here one new this tab shows that there is a one message in your messaging box from this person. This screen shows us what status you provide to this particular person, what's your feedback according to you. If it is a good, select good, you can check the star. If it is very good, check the star, and in the case of excellent, check all these stars. So this is will be telling you a kind of feedback to of that person. You can even drag and drop these particular applications to another by simply dragging and dropping over. You can move it to any other stage. You can even provide the color to these as per your choice. The colors have just a mode of being making it more interactive. You can even create your application directly from here just by clicking the create button. And here you can see how to create an application. A form page will be open for that. As I have already told, that all the purple fields are the mandatory fields. So here in this, add the subject of that particular application. Like I have added it over to what technical, the applicant's name, all the details of that particular person, his contact, to whom it will contact, and as soon as you select the contact, email will be fetched automatically from this contact's particular form. The phone number related to this particular person, mobile number, the degree which this person is currently being holding, and the applied job to which job did he apply to your company. And as soon as you select the applied job, the other field like department will fetch the data automatically. You don't have to enter the department particularly by yourself. This will save your times, and even you can add the availability of that particular job. You can add the tags. Right now they are not showing any tags in the drop down, so you can create the direct tags directly from the create and added button. Next is the responsible person, that who is the responsible person which will be dealing with this particular applicant. Select that from this drop down. The next section date, that after creating this application, on which date you will perform the next section, or will you take his next interview or anything else. So for that, by default 62 days, select any other date if you want. Here you have related this next section date to the what action will be performed in that particular date. So select that in this particular text box. Appreciation, if you find any kind of feedback about that he is a good or anything, select that from this appreciation drop down. the source, that from where did you came to know about this particular applicant. Select, you can select that particular source it is referred, from where you get this reference, that you have checked that particular employer from the LinkedIn also or anything. So you can select that. Referred by, if particular person, any other person referred it to you, so you can select that particular person, edit the particular person name who referred to you. Select this person. Expected salary of this particular person can be added here. Is exact advantages if you are providing to him, and the proposed salary, what salary you are providing to them, and extra advantages which you are providing to. This was the person's choice, and this is your what company is going to provide. Here you can add any application summary, any interviews. If you want to add it, you can add it in this particular text box. Like I have added any application summary, which can, if you want to view in the particular future, so I can view it by adding that particular details in the application summary. This is how you can generate the applications. At the first, it will be in the initial qualification stage, that here you come to know about that person. So while creating, at first it will be in the initial qualification state. After creating this particular applicant, click save, and see, you can see that an application has been created. How easily. If you want to move this particular person to the next stage, you can click it to the next stage. Now it has been moved from the initial qualification to the first interview. You can view this particular application now in this first interview stage, like I show you now. See, this I have created, and have at first was the initial qualification, and I have moved into the first interview, so it has been moved to the first interview. As I have selected it being a good, so there is a yellow star automatically. If you want to make any other editing particular, so you can just double click it and you can edit it just by clicking the edit button. You can, if you particularly drag and drop the person and move this person directly to the any stage, and see your stage will be changed automatically to the contract signed. Just by drag and drop also you can move it to the other stage, or just by clicking these buttons. Now if you want to this, after being contract, so you want to this person to be shown into your employees tab. You want to hire it just right now, just click hire and create employee. Now this has been, person is been selected as an employer to your company, and you can view this particular person in your employees tab in its various views. If you want to schedule the meeting with that particular person, now you just have to click this schedule meeting button, and this is the calendar view right now viewing. If you want to create any meeting, you can just create the meeting by drag and drop, or even you can go to its form view and create the meeting. Just click the form view and a form will be opened. Here you can enter the details of the meeting. Like meeting subject has been already selected for technical, and attendees has already been already been selected, as you have selected in the contact this person's name, so it automatically takes the attendees person directly from that contact which you have added. You can even add one or more attendees to that. Here meeting details, the starting at what date, select it, and even you can select the time and just click the done stage. The time has been taking automatically. You can even make this meeting of 1 day just by clicking the all 1 day. You can even add the tags for that particular person and location for that particular meeting. If you want to add any description related to that meeting, just add that in this particular text box. The next tab is the options. There is various options related to a particular meeting. If you want this meeting to be held once a week, twice a week, so no need not to create this particular meeting again and again. Just click the recurrent and added all the details that you want to repeat it once or twice, and in twice by weeks, days or months, and from which date it will be, date of month will be selected, or day of month. Enter any option. If you want to be it to be written in particular, this to be done in particular day, select the day and the particular day which is lying on that day. You can also set the privacy with of this particular meeting. If you want to keep this meeting to be private, just click the private, and show time of these attendees to be shown as busy or free. So you, for that you can select from here. The next tab is the invitations under the meeting. Here you can add any contact person from whom you are inviting for the particular meeting. Like I added aggregate, you can add more than one person also. As soon as you select the contact and save this meeting, an invitation will be automatically sent by the OpenERP to these particular email IDs for the meeting. You don't need have to send the email with yours by yourself, or OpenERP automatically sends your email to this particular contacts, and the status will be showing need section, that what they are have feedback to you, that they are coming or not. If they have confirmed it, just click the this green box, means they are accepted and they are has accepted your invitation and they are coming for the interview. If anybody haven't confirmed it, declined it, cross this red box. This is how you can create the meetings and perform the various tasks in the meetings. You have just seen to how to create the meeting directly from the application, just clicking the schedule meeting button. Now next moves to the time tracking tab, and the first tab under it is my current timesheet. The timesheet is something related when you want that particular person to give you provide a particular timetable, that what he has done and how much hours he has worked at your site and what action he has performed. So for that a timesheet has been created. This takes all the summary about this particular timesheet. You can even add the line and select that what this particular person is in your company and save it. You can even select the time period of this particular timesheet. By default it takes a week. You can select it any as you wish and done it. Now click the save button and your timesheet has been created, and details of that particular timesheet you can add it over here, just clicking the added button again. Any detail you want to add to this particular person, that at this date he has performed any particular task, so you can add in this the details section. After the timesheet has been created, if you want to send it to submit to your manager, let your manager check it what you have task you have performed and he is approving to that or not. Right now it is in the open stage, so just do by clicking the submit to manager, and that particular timesheet which you was viewing a second before has been submitted to your manager automatically, and your new timesheet has been created automatically. Right now that particular timesheet is in the waiting approval stage, because as you have submitted that to the your manager and he hasn't approved, so it will be in the waiting approval stage. When your manager will be approved it will move to the approved stage automatically. Then as I have logged in this account from the admin, so I have the full right to approve it or refuse it. In case I approve it, so it will move to the approved stage. Now even you can view the timesheet activities, that if he has worked this on in case 3 hours in this particular day, what he has done in this particular 3 hours. So for that just click timesheet activities and you can add the timesheet activities here. Right now you are viewing the list view of this particular timesheet activities. which is comprises of various columns like date, user description, analytical account, duration, invoiceable, and click the create button. So as you have seen that it automatically takes this the today's date by default. As you are going to enter the timesheet activity of particular date, you can select the date as per your requirement also. If you want to select a particular date like 8, you can select it also. User, that whose timesheet is going to be created, who is going to write this timesheet, select that particular person. Right now I have selected this from login from the admin account, so administrator have been selected in the user. The description, that what task you have performed in this particular timesheet activity, what you want to add. Like I add meeting with account, the analytical account of that particular person, selected from this drop down, that on which basis your salary will be decided, and the duration for which this meeting will be held. This activity has been done, like I added 2 hours. So this is how the duration can be edited, and if it is invoiceable, that you are paying being paid for that, so select any choice for that. This is how you can create the timesheet activity. After filling all the details, just click the save button. Oh, I have already confirmed a timesheet updated to this particular date, so it is tough to. It is this timesheet activity has been already in the confirmed done, so it cannot modify. You cannot modify it right now. So there is an error regarding to that. Yes. सर ये पॉज कर दीजिए एक मिनट. Now in case you want to create the timesheet activity, just click the right now you in the list view of the timesheet activities. In case you want to create the timesheet, just click the create button, and it automatically fetch the data as you have login from the administrator account, so it automatically takes your user, and by default today's date. You can even select the date as per your requirement, and description of this particular timesheet activity. That is what task we have performed. Is analytical account, that on which basis you will be you have been selected this particular analytical account, that what position you are holding in the company and what analytical account has been edited while creating this particular user. So that analytic account should be selected from this drop down. Enter the duration, for which how much duration you perform this task. So for that, enter the duration and save it. You even add the invoice. You have the choice of adding the invoice, that on what basis you will be getting paid for that. So you can even select the invoice for that from this drop down, or even can create the invoice by clicking the create and edit button. And now just click the save button, and this is, you can see that how the timesheet activity can be created. This timesheet activity we have created directly from the going to the my current timesheet and clicking to timesheet activities. So you can see that how our multiple tasks can be performed directly from a simple form. Now next moves to timesheet to validate. Right now there is not any timesheet which is being submitted to you by your employees who are working under you, so there is not any approved left. And you want to see how much timesheets you have validated or approved of your employees working under you, just cross this filter and now you can see that this person has sent you the timesheet and you have been it has been approved by your manager. And this is the timesheet which right now is open. You are currently working on this particular timesheet. So this has been approved by your manager, so it has been showing to the approved stage. Now next moves to the timesheet activities. I have already shown you how to create the timesheet activities directly from the my current timesheet. So I hope it is clear to you. So I am not discussing it once again. This is the calendar view of the leave request. You can create a meeting leave. You can send a leave for sending the leave request to your manager. So for that you can just drag and drop a particular event and add the description for that particular leave if you want to add that why you are or any description that you want to your manager to see, and the leave type. If you want asking for the sick leave, enter the sick leave and the date for which you are asking for the leave. Select the end or start date. Select the start or the end date of your leave. As you will select the start and end date by yourself, you will see OpenERP will automatically compute the days for which you are asking for the leaves. It computes on the basis of the start and end date selected by you. The mode of that particular, if it is sending by the employee or an employee tag, means if a particular group of person is sending this leave request, so you can add the by employee tag and the employees who is sending this leave request and the department to who is working. This is how you can fill all the details related to the leave request, and after filling all the details just click save button. See right now there occurs the error, and the error says the warning that error occurred while validating the fields date from date to you cannot have two leaves that overlaps on the same date. You have already taken the date on the same date, so you can't take the same leaves overlapping on the same date. So select any other date for that. The dates has been overlapping. See, by just clicking the save button, the error was occurring because you for the date for which you are asking for a leave has been already been asked for that leave, so you can generate another leave request for that. So that is error was occurring. You can even make any modification it by just double clicking over it. Right now it is in the you have submitted it. Right now it is in the to approve stage, means your manager needs to approve it. As I have logged in from the admin account only, so it is showing to me also only how should I approve it or refuse it all. This is how you can generate the leave request, and if you want to this to be moved to the approved stage, just click the approve and your leave request has been approved. Now just save it. This is a leave you have just created a minute before. Now let me move to the next slide. It is a leave request to approve. This is showing all the leave requests submitted to you for being approved. It is submitted by your employers and you don't only need is to approve them. You can approve them just by double clicking them and click to approve, and it will be approved. If you want to refuse any leave, just click the refuse button and it will be refused. You can even create the request to approve directly from here also. Here I have this platform already being explained to you in the leave request, so I'm not discussing it further. You can generate the leave request directly from here or indirectly from here also. Now next moves to the allocation request. Allocation, I hope allocation request is clear to you. When you have person worked any overtime, Sunday or any holiday days, so you for that you may ask for the allocation leaves, that for on the behalf of that particular Sunday you can provide the leave to him to any other day. For that day there can be the allocation request. This is a list view of the allocation request. Right now you are viewing comprises of various columns: employees, allocation mode, employee tag, leave type, the description of this particular allocation, the allocated days for whom you are asking for the allocation, the status of this particular allocation. You can create the allocation directly from here just by clicking the create button. Add the description of this particular allocation. Like you have worked overtime, what sort of leave you want, allocation of how many days you want, and the mode, the meaning of mode I have already explained in the leave request. So you can select any mode, the employees who is sending this, and add a reason if you want to add a specific reason. So you can add that in this particular text box. Right now it is in the to submit stage. You just click the save button and it automatically moves to the to approve stage just by saving it. Now as I have logged in from the admin account, so you can, that leaves come to your side only. You can approve it also and refuse it also as per your choice. Now next, see the allocation request. Allocation request to approve. Here you will view all the allocation requests which are sent to you for being approved by the employees who are working under you. If you want to approve it, just double click it and click approve. It will be approved. In case you want to create an allocation request to approve, from here just click the create button and a form will be opened once again. From here you can generate the allocation request. This I have already explained in the allocation request, so I am not discussing it once again. I hope it is clear to you. Now next is the leave summary. Here is the tree view of the leave summary. You can view the other views also, that is the form view. You can see the leaves, legal leaves. Just clicking this drop down, all the leaves taken by you and by your employee to whom you have approved. So you can get a complete list view of that particular leave summary. Summary about all the leaves that they has been grouped by the leave type. You can group it up to the any other also, to approve, to confirm, just by entering that filter in this particular text box. You can create the leave summary directly from here also, just by clicking the create button. Enter the description, the leave type, and this is the how do you have already shown how to create a leave. So I hope it is clear to you, so I am not discussing it further. That was the same form which I discussed in the leave request by creating the leave request. The next moves to the appraisal, and the first tab under the appraisals is the appraisals. This is the list view of the appraisals. Right now you are viewing. You can view the other views also, that is the form view. The list view comprises of the 5 columns. The employee that for whom the appraisal has been planned, and which plan is you are implying on that particular employee, the appraisal deadline, the deadline on which you will select this particular perform this particular appraisal, the appreciation if you want to add, which is on the basis of your evaluation and the status of this particular appraisal. In case you want to create the appraisal, just click the create button, enter the employee, select the employee from the drop down. By default is the today's date, you can even edit the date also, and managers which plan you can select the various plan appraisal plans right from this drop down. You can even create your own appraisal plan directly from clicking this create and edit button. Let me select this managers appraisal plan, and I have created appraisal of this particular employee, and just after filling all the details, click the save button, and the appraisal plan has been created. And right now it is in the new stage. If you want this start this appraisal right now, just click the start appraisal, and it is being in process, and it is waiting for it is waiting for being the validation. You just have to click the validate appraisal. Right now it is in the waiting stage, so you can't validate it directly without until it is in the waiting stage. So if you want to validate this appraisal, just first done it, and now you can validate this appraisal, and it is waiting for the appreciation by a manager. As I have already logged in from the admin account, so I can perform this appraisal. This is how you can create the appraisal and provide an appraisal, and how can move to the from the new stage to the done stage. Now next is the interview request. Here you can see the various interview requests which are in off right now in the field that is in to do and for whom the administrator is viewing. If you cross these choices, you can view all the interview planned by this particular administration. You can create the interview request just by clicking the create button, add the survey, select the survey from the this particular drop down on whom with whom reference you want to create this interview request, and employee to interview who will be employed and who will be interviewing that person, interviewer of that that particular interview. Select that in the interviewer drop down, select the deadline date for this particular interview, and if you want to provide any appraisal plan, you can select the appraisal plan from this drop down. Right now it is in the draft stage. Just click the save button, and your interview request has been generated. You can print the survey also by clicking the print survey, or cancel it also by clicking the cancel. This interview is planned on the basis of the survey, so you have selected the OpenERP partner feedback. On that feedback you will be planning the interview request. You are writing the interview, have created the interview request. If you want to send its request right now, just click the send request, and request has been sended to that particular person. Now if you want to answer it survey, answer survey, and this is all the questionnaire which is have a person to be filled while answering this survey, because you are generating an interview request for that particular person. So for filling moving this to the done stage, you have to answer this, click this answer survey and fill all the details, questions asked by them. This is how you can generate the interview request. In the HR human resource demonstration, I have explained you various things like how to create the employees, how to create perform the various recruitment tasks, that is generate the applications, the time tracking of that particular person, the timesheet of that, how to generate timesheet, create timesheet, and if the manager want to validate it, you can validate by clicking the timesheet to validate. If the person want to send the leave request to the administration manager, you can perform this task from these leave tasks, and even you can perform the appraisal and even interview request directly from these tabs. That's all about the human resources. Thank you.